Hello and welcome. You're watching Buy Now, Sell Now on ET Now. I'm Shrishti Sharma and with me is Cheryl D'Souza and a brand new weekend. Let's get started. This is the show where we get all your stock-related queries answered by the experts. And firstly, let's have a look at what the markets are up to. Cheryl, the first trading day of the week, and the markets are not very excited, isn't it?
Actually, one thing you need to give it to the markets, Shrishti, a very good morning to you, that we have actually bounced back from the day's lowest point and good recovery coming in the markets with the Nifty now touching the 18,300 mark as well. So yes, nothing much happening in the markets, but yes, we recovered from the initial lows. Remember that the SGX Nifty was indicating that we are set in for a very muted start with the negative bias. But there you go, Nifty 0.5% uptick, 18,300 is on the cards. If you look at Nifty Bank, that one is underperforming the benchmark indices. It is actually trading flat with the negative bias as we speak. 30 points downtick coming in for Nifty Bank. Nevertheless, that one also has seen a recovery from the day's low. Looking at the advanced decline ratio, for now it looks kind of like a neck-to-neck advanced decline ratio for the markets. Talking about the list of gainers is the Adani group of companies that are ruling the charts. Look at Adani Enterprises, 13% uptick coming in for that particular counter, followed by Adani Ports, 8.5% uptick coming in for Adani Ports as well. And not just these two counters, if you look at Adani Wilmar, Adani Transmission, Gas, Ambuja Cements, as well as ACC, all of them seeing stellar gains in today's trading session. Apart from these names, you also have the pharma index or pharma sector stocks that are seeing good uptick. So take a look at what Divi's Laboratories is doing, sharp recovery from the day's lowest points. Dr. Reddy, Sun Pharma, that one also is seeing a good strength in today's trading session. Add to the list Aurobindo Pharma as well, seeing a good uptick. You have Gland Pharma that has recovered from the day's lowest point. Last time I checked, the recovery in that particular counter was about 6% from the day's lowest point. Right now, it has actually gone back and given up those reversals as well. Right now, it is at the day's lowest point, 14% downtick coming in for Gland Pharma. Concerns over its earnings continues. Talking about the list of losers, and one thing very key to note, Shrishti, is the fact that all the losers are seeing a downtick less than 1%. So the top loser on the Nifty right now is Eicher Motors, which is seeing a downtick of about 0.6% as we speak. So yes, that's the way how the market is looking like at this point in time. Talking about the list of sectoral losers and the gainers, among the sectoral losers is Media Index, that's the top sectoral loser. But on the flip side, Metal Index, 2% uptick coming in for that one. IT, healthcare, all of them seeing good strength in today's trading session, Shrishti.
Well, yes, absolutely. And Cheryl, the breadth of the market has actually improved since the start of the day. And not just that, see what an excitement in the Adani group of shares. Adani Enterprise holding a gains of 14%. But with this, let's get started and let's start taking all your stock-related viewers onto the show. Do note that you can connect with us live on our WhatsApp number that will be flashing on the top of your screen, as well as you can also write to us your stock queries, your name, your buying price, as well as your investment time horizon on our Twitter as well as Facebook handles of ET Now. So let's get started and welcome on board two of our special guests. We have Ashish Maheshwari, who is the Director of Blue Ocean Strategic Advisors, as well as Kunal Bothra live in the studios. Hi, very good morning, both of you gentlemen, and thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now. Let's get started with our first query. And the first query that I have, Ashish, this one is coming from Sandeep from Noida. And he's holding 100 shares of Bajaj Consumers at a price of 200 rupees. Wants to know that what is the outlook going ahead and especially the long-term fundamentals, how do you see that?
See, this is a stock which is slightly underperformer. If you see this particular pack in FMCG, this stock has moved in just 50 rupees zone from 130 to 180 and is struggling to breach that 200 mark. Again, the reason is that growth is not forthcoming like compared to what other FMCG plays are there. So I suggest if you're looking for decent appreciation and you want to remain in FMCG sector only, so shift to ITC and sell this Bajaj Consumer, because I'm not expecting kind of volume growth which is possible in Bajaj Consumer vis-a-vis other place. And ITC post result correction is a good buy. I'm expecting another 10% rise in ITC in next 3 to 4 months. So ITC will be better bet.
The next viewer query is coming in from Tushar. And Tushar, next time you write your query, please do mention your name. He is asking about IOC or GAIL? Which one is a better stock to invest in for the medium term, Kunal?
IOC is a better chart if you ask me right now, because I think that stock has consistently given a uptrend pattern of higher highs and higher lows. GAIL is a lot more inconsistent with respect to the price trend. We've seen multiple times GAIL breaking out of 105, 115 plus mark, but then every time the stock comes back to either some news flow or there's a major selling which brings the stock back again closer to that 100 level. So I think GAIL is a bit of an inconsistent chart. I think in that aspect, a relative comparison could be IOC, which is a much better chart.
Okay, Ashish, the next query is from Gauri Gupta, and she's looking for fresh investment, and she has three options right now. Firstly is RHI Magnesita, Tube Investments, as well as Dixon Technologies. Any of the three you like at this point in time for fresh investment?
The best pick in this is going to be Dixon Technologies. In my view, whatever the worst was there, there's already price in the stock, and we have seen from 2,600 levels, the stock is again getting momentum and is again going up. Because again, the reason is they are emerging as one of the major exporters for various white good companies. They are expanding their capacity in refrigeration business, which will start giving result in this particular year, and they are entering into more and more tie-ups with the likes of Samsung, Acer, etc. So Dixon, in my view, has more potential compared to RHI or Tube Investment in this year. So go for this.
This one is coming from Sankar, writing to us from Chennai. He's bought 85 shares of Patanjali Foods at a price of around 1,400 rupees per share. Kunal, should he look to hold or exit? And if exit, then if you could suggest another alternate stock that he can look to park his money in.
Well, yeah, I think you can look to exit. Nothing much happening on the charts. It's been absolutely sideways for I think the last 5-6 quarters, if not more. For Patanjali, stock has been fluctuating at the 1,000 or 940 as a band, lower end of the band, to 1,200, 1,250 as a broad end of the resistance. So I think in that regards, stock which is not doing too much. A better chart at this point of time would be HUL. I think the stock has confirmed a breakout. In the last, I think 1 month, the stock has recovered more than 10%, 12% from its previous swing lows. It's confirmed a breakout on the swing basis on the hourly chart. So that's a stock as an alternative which I would suggest.
Okay, moving on to the next question, and Ashish, the question is on Siemens after the sale and the transfer of the low voltage motors by this particular company. The street has given a thumbs down to this particular deal, and the stock has crashed around almost 10% in trade. Rajneesh Maheshwari actually is holding this particular counter and wants to know that is this a good time to buy more at this point in time? He's already having 35 shares at a price of 2,350 rupees. So is that worth accumulating?
So in my view, like this particular sale is considered negative by the street for the stock, and though at 3,200 kind of value, face value, this transaction goes through, then approximately I'm expecting that this stock can correct another 10 to 15% more. So this will be a good buy at 3,000 rupees, because this is not that significant contributor as far as Siemens overall bouquet of products is concerned, and they can focus on more value-added services. But right now, I'm expecting some more correction here. Just wait for another 10% fall. Then surely you can accumulate, as well as other investors who are looking for long-term story in Siemens can also get it, because before this story, we have seen highs of 3,900 level, and stock has corrected from there. So 3,000 will be surely a sure shot bet to enter in Siemens, and will get good appreciation also.
This one is coming in from Kabir Bedi. He's writing to us from Punjab. And Kunal, this is on a counter that I have not discussed quite a lot. It's on SKM Eggs. He's saying he has 1,600 shares purchased at 60 rupees per share in July 2022. He wants to know whether he should completely exit his position or just recover his initial investment and continue to hold on to the profit position.
I don't track the stock, so I'll skip this query, Cheryl.
Okay, by any chance, have you got a chance to check out this company, Ashish? You have a view on this?
No, unfortunately, there's no research being done on this particular company. I haven't seen also for quite some time this company. So I'll also like to pass.
Right. So let me take the next query then, and this one I believe is coming in for you, Ashish from Minakshi from Chennai. Is all cargo and Kajaria Ceramics good buys? If not, if you could give some other alternatives then for the long-term investment.
See, as far as all cargo is concerned, stock has really underperformed for quite some time. From a highs of almost 500 rupees, we are seeing continuous correction happening in all cargo logistics. And this again a factor that logistics stocks are overall, if you see, not doing well. So all cargo on a standalone basis can't do much better. Though the fundamentally company is good, but there's no traction as far as the logistics sector is concerned. So instead of this, I'll suggest you enter into a stock called Zen Technologies, which is into defense space, and it can give you much better return compared to all cargo is concerned. Which was other stock?
Kajaria Ceramics.
Yeah, Kajara Ceramics again good stock as such. And in my view, you can continue to remain invested, or if you want to add, you can add on also. Again, a proxy play to growing real estate development, which is happening not in metro cities but pan India. And Kajaria being a brand leader there, I think they will do well. So Kajaria is a buy as well as hold in my view.
Okay, moving on, and Kunal, coming to you for the next one. The question is on Samvardhana Motherson, and you have been tracking this counter recently. Actually, Kaushik Mitra is already holding the shares from a price of 107. So, do you believe that going ahead, the bullish view continues for Samvardhana Motherson, and 107 is achievable?
Yeah, 107 should be achievable for the stock. What I would recommend is that in case if there are any dips, for the stock, I think take that as an opportunity to average. The stock has come out of or is just about coming out of a 7-8 month of consolidation, which means possibly in the next 2 to 3 months, the stock could provide a very good breakout for itself, provided the overall market scenario remains to be a lot more positive than what we've seen earlier. So I think in that regards, it's a stock which you can continue to hold on. But the only point is that if you can reduce your cost price and maybe get it to in a zone of 88, 90 odd levels with the kind of position sizing which you can do, that will be a better strategy.
Okay, Kunal, another one coming your way. This one is from Carol, and she wants a technical view on Suryodaya Small Finance Bank for the short to medium term.
Well, I think this month the charts for Suryodaya has been quite interesting. The stock has seen a very good breakout, trading at I think at 130 plus mark right now. The highs so far reached was closer to 140 levels. But then, the historical charts also indicate that there have been such periodic bursts in terms of volume. So I think in December 2022, the stock had seen such a kind of a strong volume price spike, but then it's not resulted into any kind of a follow-through breakout. Now, ideally into such kind of a stock, you have to wait out for the previous resistance being taken out. So in this case, it's 140 levels. I would suggest that if you're looking to buy, then wait out for a closing above 140 levels. That could be a better confirmation to buy the stock, going with the trend for volume breakout.
Okay, Ashish, coming to you for the next one. The question is from Bisakha, and she's holding two counters, 50 shares of GSPL from a price of 230 rupees, and the other one is 50 shares of Sharda Cropchem at a price of 401. Is this a good time to book profit in both of these shares, or would you advise to hold on or add more?
So I'll advise to remain invested because again, GSPL is also a very strong scrape near 52-week high of 298, just 283, 284. And the way we have seen traction in Gujarat-based companies, I think GSPL will continue to do well. As far as Sharda Crop Care is concerned, again, this is a fundamentally very strong script. So, with other chemical stocks, we have seen some correction, but in my view, the stock will continue to do well. So, Sharda Crop Chem and GSPL both are hold in my view.
Coming from our Facebook viewer, this one is from Dheeraj, and he wants to know, Ashish, if there's any small cap stock which can give multi-bagger return.
So small cap stock which can give multi-bagger return. So I have identified couple of stock which you can invest. My first pick is Neyveli Lignite Corporation, where you can invest at 90 rupees. From current power capacity, what they are having, they are going to multiply this capacity to almost 30,000 megawatt. They are going to have 17,000 megawatt they are going to have by 2030. So this is a stock going very cheap. This is called NLC India now, so you can show in graphics. So NLC India is by pick number one in this space. We have seen good traction here. Another stock which I like is Lloyd Steel. This is at 24 rupees. And again, the story is they are no more a steel company, but heavy engineering and fabrication company. And they are just revamping their operations fully. So this is a stock which can be also capped in radar. This is called LSIL, Lloyd Steel India Limited. At 24 rupees, you can buy.
Okay, so those are the top recommendations by Ashish. But with this, viewers, it's time to slip into a short break. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to take more of your stock-related queries. Stay tuned.